I want to talk to the person who really wants to do TikTok shop, but you don't really know how to go about it. You see everybody making money and you know there's got to be a way, but they making it seem easy, but this junk look like it's hard. I want to talk to you. All right, let me tell you, okay, watch the video. Trust me, you do not want to miss, all right, something that I'm saying, because chances are I'm going to answer your question and this is going to help you in the long run. Stop wasting time. All right, check this video out. Also subscribe to the channel so that way you don't miss any new videos. Okay, so when I started TikTok shop back in July of 2024, I'm seeing people making money, right? And I'm watching them, you know, in front of the camera. Some are far back, some are close up, you know, some have lighting, some don't. What I instantly figured out right away, write this down, take a note. Number one, it is and always was the first one. Let's just get it out the way. Let's just get it out the way. We're going to go on to the other stuff. The first thing is always consistency. And what I mean is people will make about 3 videos and say, man, it's not working. I ain't getting no sales. I ain't getting no views. I'm going to tell you, like a class that I taught and my son and a few others that I've helped out. When you're looking at your analytics need to at least say on a daily that you've gotten at least 10,000 views, okay? That's just proven track record, okay? You can't have 1,000 views, 40 views, 80 views in a day and be like, hey, 80 people watch my stuff, but no one's buying it. No, your job is to get views to your account, okay? Let's get that out the way, okay? All right, the second thing is always product selection. It's always been about product selection. You can't be trying to sell no jacket, you know, with the hoodie in the winter. Not in the winter, but in the summer. It's not working. All right, you can't be selling a lawnmower, you know, in the winter. All right, no, you sell that during the spring, during the summer. Ain't nobody cutting their grass in the rain. Okay, so it's always about product selection. Now, you don't have to necessarily go with the seasons, but you want to be ahead of the season. So right now, this video is in January 2025, and I have Valentine's stuff on the way. I'm going to have Easter stuff on the way. Eventually, I'm going to have 4th of July stuff on the way, spring, Mother's Day, Father's Day. You want to get ahead of the game, and that way your videos can get traction. So when that season gets close or that holiday, all right, your video is getting pushed out. Second thing, hashtags matter, but they don't. Hashtags only matter when people are searching for something on a particular video and your video pops up when they put in that hashtag. I've seen a number of creators, all right, that don't even do descriptions. Okay, I still do it, you know, just because, you know, SEO, you know, your stuff is searchable. It can help get pushed in a particular way. But I've seen a number, and I'm telling you, a number of creators, no hashtags, no description, but because they've built their brand, they have a following, they have constant engagement, you know, on their profile, and they engage with their fan base, if I can say that, you know, they're all helping to push each other's videos. So that's number 3. So when you think about, I'm gonna go on here and I'm just gonna create a profile. I got approved for TikTok shop. You know, I'm at, you know, whether it's 1,000 and you're in the creator pilot program, or you have 5,000 and now you have unlimited. Either way, if I have 1,000 followers and I'm in the pilot program and I can only make 5 videos, shoppable videos per week, they better be the best videos, right? All right, and I want to make sure that I'm engaging, okay? Here's another thing. Now, I'm going to jump around, but that's number 3. Number 4, make sure you are studying people's videos who are already where you want to be. Analyze, sit your butt down, grab you a cup of coffee. If you like me, I like to watch the news. But when I want to get better on TikTok shop, I sit down, I got me a snack, and I am watching their videos like an eagle. I'm studying. Are they close up on the camera? Are they far back? All right, now obviously you're going to be far back if you have a jumpsuit on. But for the most part, and I'm telling you, you're going to like this, the most successful videos I've seen, people are up close on the camera. The product is front and center. All right, you don't want there to be a question. Make sure this is all on. You don't want there to be a question at all, period, on what that shoppable video is about. You need to get straight and to the point. Now, you can do storytelling. That's a different strategy, but You want people right away to either scroll off so that the right person stays on the video. So if I'm talking about coffee mugs, I'm telling you right now, I'm drinking this cup of coffee, brand new coffee mug. I'm saying that right away. And of course, you can't beat this coffee mug, all right? 10% off, whatever the case is. All right, there's different ways, scripts, but you want to have a few things in mind. You want to have a physical hook. You want that to weigh more than your verbal hook. All right. You want the physical hook to weigh more than your text on screen. Okay. You can have all three, but you do not need always a text on screen. Once you study other people's videos and yours, which we'll get to in a second, once you study their videos, you will realize, oh, that video went viral and they didn't even have text on screen. Why? Because they had a good hook. Why? Because the hook was okay, but they had a good verbal hook. So you don't want to be so caught up on, I got to say something crazy out of my mouth. Something outlandish has to come out of my mouth, and then I need to, slam the camera phone down, and that's what a lot of people are doing. And it is successful. I'm going to tell you something I stumbled up on the other day, and it was an accident. And I have this tripod right here, and I guess I was trying to set it down, and it didn't just set straight down. It ended up going like this. Oh, hold on. You know what I'm saying? It ended up going like that. It's not doing it, but anyway, it went like this, and then it stopped. And guess what? I said, ooh, that's a good hook. And so I set it down like that again, and I let it do that, and I started off the video talking. So they're watching the video start, and it's starting like this. Hey, guys, did you know? And I go into it rather than just the traditional than the traditional sitting down. And so analyze your video. When you look at your video, and most people, what they will do is they will say, oh, I did a video, it has 400 views and it has one sale. And you'll stop right there, right? Because you got a sale. Rather than looking at your analytics, seeing when people dropped off, how long they actually watched the full video, it'll show you a percentage, 4.5, watch the full video, or 3%, watch the first, 15 or 5 seconds. All right. What you really want to do, yeah, you got a sale, but that video right there that got you a sale, you need to make about 5 more videos of that. All right. You need to not just double down, triple down on it. When I get a sample, right, free sample, or whether it's a refundable sample, I'm making 5 videos, okay? Now, there was a time when, I was making 3, or, sometimes you make 1 just to get it out of the way, right? Check it off your list, all right? But if the video that you made today in about 3 hours has 300, 400, 500 views, and you got 1 sale, sometimes the analytics don't populate until 24 hours later. Make more videos. All right. But you want to make sure that your physical hook weighs more. Rely more on that than your verbal hook and your text on screen. When you study other people's videos, find out, are they in my niche? Are they doing beauty, fashion? Are they doing tech gadgets? That's, what I do. I do fashion, tech gadgets, home products. Because it's not, I guess, fair or wise or the same if you're watching someone's video and they are doing beauty, right? We know a lot of the women love to purchase makeup. They just want to look better. They want to, look better for their husbands, their boyfriends. And so that's where the money's at, right? We all know that. We're not dumb to that, and so guys want to look good as well. All right. So for the guys, it's fashion, it's cologne, and it's power tools. I'm doing power tools. I was doing tactical knives. I still am. All right. It's still a good seller for me, but I can't be wanting to do tactical knives and power tools, but yet I'm watching the ladies sell, beauty and cosmetics, and, wondering why all their videos are going viral and stuff. Even if their hooks are not great, women, for the most part, in today's society, either have a little bit more money than the men, or they have the same amount, and they're the ones who are, they're the buying power in the house. They're the one spending the most. They're buying stuff for their husband. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're a fella, you want to make sure that you have a target audience. Who are you trying to reach? You can do a bunch of stuff, all right? But you want to kind of have, we talked the other day about the 70, 20, 10 rule. 70% of your content should be niche related. So me personally, mine's is all about content creation. Okay. So, we got microphones, we got cameras, we got tripods, things of that nature. All right. Now my 20%, tactical knives, power tools, tech gadgets, glasses, shades. And then the 10% is just whatever, just random. Okay. Because sometimes that 10%, random product that you get, whether it's for the holiday season, Christmas, Mother's Day, 4th of July, whatever, that 10% that you just go out on a limb and make a video, that can go viral and change your whole account, change your whole life. All right. Now my 10% back about 5 months ago was a pocket knife. I didn't do pocket knives. I did microphones. I did smart glasses. I did shades. I did tripods. I did the mirrors that go on the back of your phone so that you can see and use the front camera. I did all of that stuff. I did tablets, right? And then one day I saw, oh, I do have a pocket knife. It has been kind of old. I didn't know they sold pocket knives on TikTok. Oh, it's a free sample. Let me request it. That was my 10%, 70, 20, 10. Basically me going out of my niche. And guess what? The first video I made, right? And I'm sitting down, and we're going to talk about your voice inflection and stuff in a second. The first video I made, I sat down. Now this is not the knife, but this is a better one that I like. And I sat down and I said, fellas, M-Tech tactical knife. All right. This right here, sharp blade. This is what you need for hiking, camping. I'm just talking about it, but I'm sitting down and I'm just natural as can be. And I kid you not, later that night at about 5 p.m., 50 had sold. It was my first video. 50 had sold. The next day, obviously it went through the roof, and I had one $730 day, one $600 day, two $500 days, and then I had a $400 day, and then of course it dwindled down $300, and that was for about a whole week and a half. And then I made a bunch of videos, right? Because that's a smart thing to do. I made a bunch of videos, and then it died down to regular sales, 5 a day, 6 a day, 7 a day. And then 3 weeks later, my second viral video, I didn't really know how to necessarily do the same thing, but I kind of did the same thing in a different setting, different background. And guess what? It went viral. And I'm like, man, I guess I'm selling knives now, And so I got about, 40 different knives now. All I'm saying is, you can pick and choose what you want your niche to be, but don't forget the 10%. Lately, I've been selling women's perfume. I'm not even a lady. Why? Because I have, not why am I not a lady, but why am I selling women's perfume? Is because I have a wife and I know what smells good on her. And so I know how to market it and present it. And she had an old bottle. I bought her a new one. This one's used, fingerprints, dusty, all that. And people are buying it, but it also shows down how many have sold. 395,000 have sold. It shows the proof is there. The social proof is there. So when you're going out for product selection, you want to keep a couple of things in mind. Is the social proof there? Can this product be trusted? Can you be trusted? Is there, social proof that you are actually using this product, you like it, and that you're selling it, and that there's a good amount in stock? They're in stock for a reason. People are buying them, and then of course the ratings. Okay. But one thing I want to talk about before I get out of here is your voice. Okay. How not to sound salesy. You do not want to do a video, hey guys, check out this phone right here. This case, everything you need. You want to get this, free shipping is included. You want to make sure that you are talking to someone at a regular tone, like it's your friend, your best friend, your mom, your sister, your brother. Every now and then, voice inflection. You know what I'm saying? I got this case. I really love it. It's durable. It helps protect my phone. And guess what? Okay, it's free shipping included. And I did not know that there was actually a kickstand right there. That's why I'm recommending this. I go up, I go down, I go up, I go down. You don't want to be like, hey guys, this phone. You don't want to do that, but you want to. It's no different from you watching a preacher or watching a movie. You know, you got your regular parts in the movie, and then all of a sudden, dun, dun, boom, dun, 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 there's all kind of action going on. You know what I'm saying? And then now they're at the store shopping. You know, now the music kicks in. A little hoarse, but you know what I'm saying? Crescendo effect comes in. So you want to be entertaining. You are the editor, the actor, the script writer, you know, the behind the scenes. You are all of that. All right. Keep this in mind. If this helped you in any way, comment below, let me know, subscribe to this channel. All right, share this video with someone who you know is trying to do TikTok shop, you know, who wants to get into it. I'm telling you, I have other videos you can check out here on TikTok shop, and I hope that they will help you. Okay, until next time, I will see you on the next video.